I'm gonna say SpongeBob, maybe? It's probably character who's ready.
SpongeBob is the readiest character that's ever
That's how
existed.
ready you can be. On a scale from
Leg
0 to SpongeBob.
Legend says that to this day, his readiness can be felt across the neighborhood, all
The
the way up to the
cosmos.
Krusty Krab. Hey, we're live. Hey, everybody. Well, okay, Taylor's just gonna open this stream with electrocuting things. Cool. Strong start.
SpongeBob's readiness is a meteorological event that is observed in several states.
Anyway, I'm Lee Jack. That's Taylor. Welcome back to Peepolorians. Welcome to Borderlands.
We are the Peepolorians, and this is Borderlands 1, the original Borderlands. It had the Claptrap, who he didn't really he didn't do much in the first game, as far as I know.
No, there's actually multiple claptraps in this game.
Yeah, and let's see, it had a lot of the same. It really established a lot of its aesthetics in the first game. Like it's sort of like Space Australia, like steppe region plus deserts. Plus
Oh
rocks,
man, if you think,
skag.
dude, if you think Pandora is fucking Space Australia, I cannot wait for you to be on the moon in the pre-sequel. They are like super Space Australia.
Is there more? Is there like, I don't know, spiders and
They
woods and stuff?
got like accents and shit.
Oh yeah, go Space Broncos.
Go Space Broncos. We get it. You're from space.
Hey, kid,
Ah,
you're
my
from space.
my space.
Oh, Space Australia.
My space pod! My
waking up a little
space armor! We get it, you're from space. We're gonna go scavenge for more gun parts. You ready?
Sounds like a plan.
Get in, loser, we're going scavenging. Nope, not that way. Get out of here, Skags. Why do you even exist?
It just goes into a big book of biology. Well, you see, around the whatever, around the first Merithic era, you know the funny thing, I told you, oh, I didn't mention it last time. I mentioned that I found Skag anatomy interesting, but like I didn't elaborate on it. It's because as they establish through bits and pieces of lore, Skags are basically more closer to anemones than like mammals. Like they're animals and they're quadrupeds and everything, but the fact that they don't have an actual butt, they're actually the reason why people say they smell bad and stuff is because they eat and poop out of the same whole thing, like an anemone does. Which means that they're fundamentally different in that regard. They're actually more similar, anatomically similar to enemies, despite looking very godlike, or having very godlike behavior.
Fascinating.
Yeah. What is this thing? Oh, a grenade.
A grenade.
A grenade.
Oh, look, another grenade. A Mali one grenade. Some kind of doll weapon. Oh, what a doll.
So you know a
You
little bit
meet
more
your
about
maker. What'd you
this. You know a
say?
little bit more about this than I do. Hello.
Well,
Hold on, I got him.
wait,
I got
don't, dude, I was trying to get a second win.
Sorry, that wasn't me, that was the fire.
Oh, okay.
You were like, stop, and I was like, and I stopped, but he kept, oh, hello. Oh no.
You stopped, but it was
no,
too
it's an
late.
even bigger one.
Have a bird.
Have a sneak attack.
Oh, bird?
Oh, bird.
Oh, man.
I love that, despite the such limited use for that meme, I do love it, the just, oh, worm. It's like, and then there was the foul necromancer, the king of worms, and I'm like, oh, worm?
Oh, worm?
I do that, and it's funny, because, like, it just, like, it has such limited use outside of, like, fantasy settings, where you always have at least one, like, worm monster, or king of worms, or, like, sometimes it's a worm, but with a Y, so it's like, oh, worm.
Oh, Wyrm?
I wouldn't be surprised. I should check. I should use the Control F on the search for the pyramid articles and see if anyone's used that joke of "Oh, Wyrm."
Hey, remember Karate Worm?
No. Tell me about that.
Well, he was a character we made up. He's basically Karate Kid, but like a worm.
Yeah. Okay. So, oh man, for those who don't know, this is a neat little story. So I was talking about an RPG that was on Kickstarter. As of now, I think it is still on Kickstarter. But later on, you'll just be able to actually just straight up buy it. But it's an RPG called Descent into Midnight, and basically, the creators wanted to originally make a game. Oh, I found the site. It was behind you.
Ooh, good job.
Originally, they wanted to make an RPG where you could play as a bunch of different, like, weird deep-sea creatures, because the deep sea is full of them. And they realized that it was actually, like, it was kind of hard to just, like, add... I mean, there's just so many weird deep-sea creatures. There's so many weird creatures out there that, like, you couldn't really put them all in one book. And you would kind of have to, because the point, their main, like, sticking point is, unless you're like a marine biologist, you don't know like a dozen weird sea creatures, but everyone seems to know at least one. Like that's the thing. Like if you go to an RPG like out of nowhere and it's like, oh, this is a aquatic RPG, just choose any sea creature that you like. You would immediately go, oh yeah, I know like one that I like.
Right.
Whether it's like a sea star or a thresher shark or whatever. And so they made it that the character classes are based more on like themes, and then you match your certain, like, you can pick certain abilities that help like match what you're going for. And System Mastery covered it. It was actually, I forget what episode it was, but they actually they were supposed to make characters for this one RPG, but it was one of those RPGs that has like super rapid character creation. So they're like, look, this isn't even gonna fill up the full like 30 minutes. I mean, I don't think it will justify like 10 minutes. So instead, for this episode, we're going to create characters for a completely different game, Descent into Midnight, because it's a great game and everyone should be playing it.
Right.
And well, we were talking about that during a stream. I was explaining the mechanics and stuff. And Blue Jack, follow me.
Yep.
And oh, is there a? Hold on, I see a light under us. And I was explaining that, and we were just pitching. We were also talking about DC Comics and stuff. And it's like, all right, my character is I don't know, let's say a deep sea worm, like one of those vent worms that just like plants itself next to a hot chemical vent. And it's like, okay, and then what's the twist? The twist, he's like Karate Kid from DC Comics, where he just knows all the martial arts. Because we've been geeking out about Karate Kid. Like, I found this list where it's like list of best martial artists in DC Comics. And like a lot of it was, who was on that list was pretty expected. You got Batman, you got Black Canary, Lady Shiva was like way up there. And in first place, because it was like his main gimmick. Dude, where did you go?
I'm in the Outrunner. We have all the parts. Let's go.
Oh, I got a little stuck in a jam. There we go. At the top, hilariously enough, was Karate Kid. His whole thing is that he's from the future and he knows all the martial arts.
All of the martial arts.
He knows so much martial arts that he just gets all the like cinematic benefits of martial arts. So he can like break through surfaces by like finding weak points.
Yeah.
He can focus his chi to do all sorts of stuff. Yeah, there's moments where he's like redirected characters who are like way larger than him by using like judo. So like you'll have a character who's like a like Superman level threat, like, I'm going to go punch the earth, and then he's like, not today, and he just redirects them into the sun. Yeah. How do you do that, judo? Okay then. Yeah, and so I love that concept so much. And so we brought up the deep sea worm, and it's just like, yes, he knows all the karate.
Just all of the karate. Oh,
he
worm.
knows all the martial arts. He's what was it? He's Karate Worm.
He's Karate Worm.
And it's also one of the principles I learned about when you're creating a character for Descent into Midnight is that if you have something that's already like going to be pretty viable in combat, like pretty much like any shark, then you should build your theme more on what makes them interesting outside of being a shark. Whereas if you have a character who's like would normally be completely non-viable as an RPG character, such as a deep sea worm, who is normally like just stuck to a deep sea vent, you have to give them something way out there that just like suddenly makes it work. And that's just why I loved it so much. It's like, oh yeah, I'm playing a worm, but this worm knows all the martial arts. We still haven't found an upper limit to what he can do.
It's pretty great.
He can bend bars and break boards.
Oh my god. It's amazing.
Let's see, I can get it.
I need to fucking sell some shit. Da, 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 da. But what am I gonna sell? Da, da, da. What the fuck am I gonna sell? Da, da, da. I'll sell this revolver, yeah. And I'll sell some of these things too. Shredder. I'll sell this terrible scattergun.
Terrible like scary or terrible like lousy?
Yeah, I honestly don't know. Don't really know what they were going for there.
That was from an episode of Jimmy Neutron, of all things. You mentioned that they were talking about that last episode.
Oh, fucking Jimmy Neutron.
There's a really good bit where they wanted to tell scary stories at a sleepover, and Jimmy Neutron, being Jimmy Neutron, creates like a artificially intelligent pizza that can tell scary stories.
I do not remember that at all.
I think it's a pizza. And it's like, shall I tell you this terrible story? And Sheen's just like, terrible like scary or terrible like lousy? Scary!
That's right.
It was a good bit.
Sounds like a good bit.
Remember that episode where Jimmy Neutron wanted to make a movie, and like he ends up like he ends up just combining the last like handful of very popular movies, so it just has references to like Titanic, The Matrix, Star Wars. Let's see, probably a few action films.
Probably.
And like it was too many, like, but because of that, like it was just kind of bonkers.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing is that like, because that was like a whole concept back in the like early 2000s, was like the ongoing joke of what if we created something good by just mashing everything together.
Right.
But what's funny is that like they're not really mutually exclusive. It's all about like what makes it new. Like in the sense that like Kingdom Hearts is very interesting. It is, you combined like Disney and Square Enix characters, like, but the fact that they do anything in the same room ends up getting really interesting because they have to like adapt to entirely different like worlds, and it's basically, it would be like the more those pieces interact, the more interesting it gets.
Man, I fucking love Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is... Dude, I logged so many hours into the second game back on PS2.
Oh, you should
like,
feel.
I got all of the master weapons. I got the Master Keyblade, I got the Master Staff for Donald, the Master Shield for Goofy.
Yeah, he had a bunch of... I love the, what is it called? I think it was in Kingdom Hearts 2, there was like forms that you could take.
Yeah.
Like form and Fury form, whatever. And I always thought those were super cool, just because like it changed your color scheme and like your animations. I like I think it was the Wisdom form. You just kind of glided along the ground, like you're wearing roller skates. That was pretty neat.
Yeah, and then there was the final form, which there was no real clear way to unlock that. It just kind of happens at some point. And what's weird for me is that it only happened in my first playthrough.
Kind of deal.
No, because it doesn't happen during a cutscene or anything. Like, I think it's when you're fighting the moon guy, or it's around that area. But like, in one of the fights towards the end of the game, if you try to take on the master form, you'll turn silver instead, and it'll be like the final form. But what's weird is that I was only able to get that in my first playthrough, and I never figured out how it worked, because I did other playthroughs after that, and I never got it on any of the saved files.
Y'all in the comments, please teach us why it is that, like, what the mechanic is there of how you're supposed to do it.
Please tell us why it be that way and what it do.
It turns out that there's like there's this one like pixel in the corner, and you gotta click that, and then you gotta enter the code. And there's no numbers on the dial pad, but if you type in 1987, it'll open up. And you're going to see 3 dials. Turn the outermost one until the 3 triangles are pointing upwards.
Oh my god, don't even joke, dude.
Okay, it'll lead you to a large room with a golden harp. And basically, you're playing Guitar Hero on that. And that is how you beat the game.
You're just bashing multiple games together now.
I just love that. Man, I would love
those Five Nights at Freddy's meets like God of War is what that was.
Yeah, except I think the spinning puzzle was the spinning puzzle in God of War or one of the Assassin's Creed games.
I don't remember. I only remember that the giant harp was in one of the original God of War games. I think it was the third one, yeah. And I just remember you constantly being like, Kratos, in order for you to destroy the gods, in order for you to avenge your family and get vengeance on the gods, you must play this ridiculously large harp. Just, could you imagine that in like a sort of literal context? Just
well, the funny thing, oh man, just call up the voice actor for, I don't know, Kronos or something, Gaia, Athena.
Yeah.
I was actually no. It wouldn't make sense for Kronos. The funny thing is that it would be too small for Kronos to use. That's the tough thing about being like just a mountain person who's just a living mountain.
Just a living mountain person.
That's one of the. That brings me around to.
Yes, I am real mountain. You want to go skateboards?
That's one of the tricks to being the Thing from the Fantastic Four. Like, he's got all this like durability and super strength, but like at the end of the day, he has the like struggles. He basically has this same like struggles of accessibility of someone with like a physical disability. Because sure, he can just jump around, he can like jump up onto a building, whatever. But like if there's certain elevators that he can't take, or like stairs that he can't take, like there's just places he can't go.
Yeah.
And like I didn't realize like just how like important that is as a character concept.
Yeah, man, it's fucking nuts. Oh my god. Get some! Get some!
Oh no, they got some. Remember in the Lego movie where little Lego Shaquille O'Neal's like, I think it was Lego Shaquille O'Neal, like, y'all ready for this? And and he like builds a little launcher that like shoots a basketball at the like laser sort of like spaceship looking police car thing. And it just bounces off, and he's like, oh no, they were ready for that.
Oh no,
the reason it works is because they used the super glue on the police car thing.
Right.
Been craggled.
Ah, don't throw grenades at us. I'll throw a bird at you.
What's that?
A big fiery flaming bird.
Almost dead. Dude, take cover. Take cover.
Oh, I did not realize how close to being dead I was.
Oh, now you are quite close to being dead.
Wait, hang on. I'm gonna get a second wind. Ha ha ha! What, bitch?
Oh, there's a health in front of me.
Ooh, I could go for some health.
It's in front of me. Just keep going. Why are you dancing around? It's right there. There's another one.
Don't see no health. Ah, hey, look, health.
The healths are pretty small. Instead of looking like tubes, it'd be funny if they were like actually really small, like the junior shakes at Wendy's. You ever seen those?
No, but they sound lame.
They're very small. They are hilariously small, and there's actually the reason I even like know they exist is because well, one, because I heard about them in like a joke. Just like, have you ever seen like one of these? It's just now you know how like Shaquille O'Neal feels when he holds like a regular cup of something. Wow, everything is so tiny. You ever seen a picture of like Shaquille O'Neal holding a regular like can of soda?
No.
It's just everything looks like hilariously small in his hands. But with the junior shake, like you'd think that small is the smallest, but there's actually like an even smaller one called junior size, and they use a smaller cup, and it's really tiny. It's like a little shot glass. And I learned about them over time because one year, I think it was back in like 2018 or something, they had a promotional. Where'd you go? Oh, they had this promotional event for some kind of medical condition. I think it was like cancer or something.
Shots fired from these weapons have a chance of exploding on impact for massive damage.
Ooh.
It was a promotional like little keychain thing, and if you bought it was like $20 or something. But if you bought it, it was viable for like a whole year, where every time you went to Wendy's, you could get a free Junior Frosty.
Really?
Which at that point in our life, we were going to Wendy's a lot. At that point in our life, we were going to Wendy's a lot, so it's a lot of Frosties.
Lots of Frosties.
Yeah. It's probably one of the, excuse me, it's like pound for pound, I gotta say, it's gotta be the most, like, efficient, like, coupon thingies, one of those, like, voucher things we ever got.
Man, I think the place that I've been getting most of my shakes from these days has been the Quick Trip. They have good shakes and great flatbreads. They got like these delicious like bacon and ranch flatbreads.
We're trying to get over the... Oh, okay, yeah, there's a path up here.
Yeah, this way. Yeah, fucking delicious. But you know what place you know it's like my go-to food place for like dessert?
You hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a guy over here. Nope, he's around the building. I'll get him.
Wait, I want to try out my explosive. But hang on, wait, another weapons chest. Hey, come look at this real quick. Ooh, a level 5 sniper rifle.
I got a cheap rifle that is actually pretty good. Hold on, I'm gonna switch that
What the fuck is a level 5 weapon doing in this chest? Get out of here, Borderlands. You expect me to pick up a level 5 weapon? I won't even sell it.
You know, it's like a plot point that didn't go anywhere that I kind of giggle about. Near the start of Westworld, the main setup is this guy, the CEO guy, he's a big dick.
Oh my god!
And
okay, well he just exploded. Master Exploder. Just got a trophy. Oh wait, I was gonna talk about good places for dessert items.
Yeah, good places to get dessert items. Yeah.
Burger King. They got like awesome pies and they got these delicious chocolate Oreo shakes.
Don't expect any after like 9 o'clock because they just turn it off.
Yeah, did we ever tell that story?
So that's the real reason why just like fast food places in general, whether like whenever you're there late at night and you're like, oh, can I have a coffee or whatever? They're like, ah, no, it's broken. Like it's not broken, it's that it's, or at least usually, it's not that it's broken, it's that it has to be turned off like at night to like thaw out and be cleaned.
Right.
And they tend to turn it off fairly early. So like if you go to a place that's open until 10 but you show up at 9, it just won't they'll be like, oh yeah, we just don't have any of that right now.
Yeah, yeah. And it was super frustrating because the first time that I discovered the chocolate Oreo shake from Burger King, I was like, this was back when Taylor consumed more sugary things. I was like,
Oh yeah, that was a lot. I was consuming
yeah.
a lot of sugary things.
This was like when I first got Valley, my last car, which was also my first car. I was like, dude, you gotta try these fucking shakes. And we drove to like 3 different Burger King places because every place we went to, they were like, no, but this location might still be serving dessert. So we kept doing that and eventually just gave up and ate Wendy's Frosties instead.
But we did make a plan of finding going to the Burger King.
Yeah,
later.
we did eventually find a Burger King that was selling dessert on a different day.
We were sitting there for 30 minutes, and we figured out, wait a minute, this is Baby Driver.
That was another thing that happened. We'll tell that story in a minute, but you were gonna talk about Westworld?
Yeah, so in Westworld, it's based on a book, I think, but it's all about a sort of future where not really much has changed as far as like society and hierarchies and stuff, but it's got slightly higher technology, and because the ultra rich are very bored, there's this massive like basically park that looks like Arizona/Utah, sort of that area.
Right.
That hosts an entire, like, multiple small towns that are all just actors.
Can you pick me up? Can you pick me up? Can you pick me up, please?
Basically, you go there and pretend you're a cowboy. And the twist though is that it's not, and instead of like actors or whatever, all the people there, the what is it, hosts they're called, are synths. Like from Fallout. Or for those who don't know that reference either, they're synthetic humans. And so, the main story has a classic sort of, it has a heavy, like, technology becoming self-aware and being like, oh, this kind of sucks, we're gonna do something else. Except, like, because it's written, like, so dourly, it's like, there aren't really... it's one of those series where, like, instead of, like, protagonists and antagonists, you have, like, antagonists, and then, like, people who fight them, but eventually, like, just do a bunch of selfish stuff. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Where is that coming from? Oh, there he is. Oh, it's a Mulciber Mark II.
Oh, damn it, where the fuck is this guy at?
Hold on. Oh, it's rocket time. Did it work?
I don't think so. I'm trying to snipe him, but I can't get a clean shot. Oh, come on! Seriously? Why can't I not get a shot on you? I'm down.
There.
Right
I'm
here.
gonna sprint back with my maximum super speed. Turn right. Watch your butt. Turn around.
Oh, turning. I got him. Die, tiny person.
Where'd this guy come from? There's a bruiser, and he's just hiding behind a wall. Hey, I see you.
Oh, hey, look, a psycho's right behind you.
Nope.
Hey, I leveled up.
I think they're just continually spawning in at this point.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but we gotta do something about that fucking turret.
No, I took it out.
Oh, well, then never mind. I have an explodey rifle.
It turns out that their weakness was massive amounts of damage. Oh, sweet, I can actually use this. Watch out.
My only regret is being weak to massive amounts of damage.
I'm just gonna provide overwatch on this whole area. You just gonna keep going.
Good plan. But, Westworld.
Yeah, and so like the main real story is seeing it's not really like a spoiler because it's the main mechanic of the story is that the synths who are basically like actors at a park, except they don't know they're actors. They all think that they're cowboy people. I don't know the name for like the entire genre. Like they're not all literally cowboys, but as in they're all Red Dead Redemption characters.
Huh.
So you got farm hands and cow hands, and you got like bandits and so on and so forth. But they're all like in character. They all basically have a bunch of like synthetic memories, and basically the what's the word? Ford? I think his name's something Ford. I can never remember his name. He's basically the no, not Ford. Hold on. I'm thinking of the doctor from Jurassic Park. He's basically just the doctor from Jurassic Park, which someone's gonna be like, no, and it's like, yeah, he is though, because like he's got this like magical playmaker vibe, but at the end of the day, he's just like full of bad ideas.
Oh, are you playing Borderlands?
Original Borderlands.
Peepolorians!
Yeah, that's my buddy. That's Lujan. They're streaming right now.
Hi, Taylor's family.
Lujack says hi.
You guys streaming on Mixer?
No, we're streaming on. What are we streaming on, Lujack?
Twitch.
Yeah, we're streaming on Twitch.
Yeah,
Much of my. What?
Can we drop a Bible thump in the chat for Bailey, guys?
What does that even mean? Oh, that's an emoji, isn't it? Wow, that's really PogChamp or whatever.
Yeah, that's Pog, dude! That's what we say.
I have no idea what you guys are even talking about.
You know what? I think the world needs more of, like, media-wise.
What?
We need an easier way of turning things into GIFs. That way we can get more GIFs of funny things that people have seen. Because sometimes you look up a GIF for something very specific, and it's just not there, or there's only like one, and it's not that good. And it's really satisfying being like, oh, does anyone have any like, you're on Discord and use the /Giphy or /Tenor, which lets you basically summon up a GIF, and you'd be like, oh, does anyone have one of, I don't know, like. Smash Bros. Baseball bat or something.
What? What? Oh, okay. What were you saying?
But basically, like, I realized that I sort of take internet GIFs for granted when, like, there's like a whole supply chain that I'm ignoring. You know, there's people out there who like get the clips and turn them into GIFs, and like once you've made that GIF, like everyone can use it for like ever, and it's like a gift.
A gift.
A gift, if you will, a gift.
A gift.
And shout out to all people who add cool gifts to whatever the heck like Discord and Twitter uses and stuff. That's like a communication tool, and sometimes having just the right gift is really cool. Especially if it's especially useful if someone's like talking about like a moment in a video game and there's already a GIF of that like part of that cutscene or something. It's like, oh yeah, I'm talking about this character. Hold on, this character there.
Right.
Because it provides slightly more context than it provides more context than a still image that you can easily get.
Right.
But it's you don't need to save. What? Did all my bullets miss, or am I just lagging out?
Don't know. Oh, okay.
What in the... Oh.
You know, I gotta say, I'm really digging this explosion rifle.
Made of explodium. Oh, I see you up
It's
there.
made of pure explodium.
What? How did you get there? Why did you get there?
Why do you have
When
a
did you get
skull
there?
for a head?
Don't we all have skulls for heads?
Yeah, but it's inside our heads.
True.
No one has just like a straight. No one's walking around with just like a straight skull for a head, except Brooke from One Piece,
Or Sans.
or Sans, or Papyrus, or I guess
Papyrus,
Gaston, or not Gaston, Wingding Gaster, Wingding Gaster, fucking Gaston.
Who that?
What a guy, that Gaster.
I'm guessing, are they like a Deltarune character?
No, Gaster was in Undertale, but like, it's very rare to actually see him.
Oh, is he the one that works at the bar?
He's like the weird, he's like the third skeleton guy, but like he talks in wingdings, and you only see him if you're lucky, and like leading up to him, there are 3 different monsters that like talk about him as if he's like this terrifying dude, and then you actually meet him, and then he just kind of disappears, and it's really spooky and weird.
That was wild. Like, I don't think I ran into him.
Yeah, not a lot of people did. Like I said, it's a very rare encounter.
Oh, you know, okay, here's how I would make Undertale slightly better. In a very specific way. I'd have it that if you've died, like, over a dozen times, there every time you die, like, 3 times or something, Sans will show up and be like, hey, are you having trouble? And he just, like, does something to help.
But what if you're doing the genocide route?
Except for genocide route, obviously. Because that's actually meant to be as hard as possible. Like, both on a meta, both on an internal and meta level. But how I would love the idea of, instead of just like, because I like the idea of the Temmie armor, where you get the regular Temmie, to get it you have to send Temmie to like college or whatever, and then you eventually can buy the Temmie armor, which actually gets cheaper the more times you've died, as like a game balance mechanic. That way if you've died like 100 times, at least it's also much cheaper.
Right. Dude, we should totally stream Undertale at some point.
Yeah. Probably.
It's on PS4, you know that?
Oh. But the thing I would have added, because like, I died a lot in that game, and like, I found it pretty difficult, which was interesting. Like, there's some games that I've gotten like, I got really good at and proficient with, but Undertale was not one of them. Undertale was kind of hard, and so I used the Temmie armor, and it was really satisfying because like I got through things. But like, just saving up for the Temmie armor was kind of a slog, because like I figured out that you could make money by just delivering entire shipments of cloudy glasses from the turtle guy all the way to the Temmie village, and so I just did that. I was like, well, I guess this is the game now until I can get this Temmie armor.
Right.
And that's why I would change it where it's like every like few times every like 3 or 4 times you die, Sans just shows up and he's like, hey, I noticed that I get the feeling you've been having a bad day. Because like it would be a way of, if like it would make sense both as part of the story where he's just a chill dude, but also part of the meta where he's aware of the time loop. Or the fractured timeline.
Right.
It's like, this guy's been dying a lot.
That could be neat. But yeah, did we ever talk about the time we tried 3 times to see Spider-Man, but ended up seeing Baby Driver by accident, or at least the very beginning of it?
You know, I feel like we may have told that story on another stream, but it's fairly straightforward. It's basically we wanted to see Spider-Man, but we kept getting the time right.
It was Spider-Man Homecoming.
Spider-Man Homecoming. We got the time wrong, and then we had to go to a different one. But then,
well, we accidentally got the one for the 3D one first, which came with a free poster, which was great. But then we didn't want the 3D one because it was happening way too soon. We were planning to eat first, and it was like happening now, and we were like, nah, can we get a later showing? And also, thanks for the posters. And then we got the
tickets, so we got the poster, and I think you still got that poster.
Yeah, mine's hanging up on the wall.
It's a neat little poster.
Yeah, cool posters. So then we like went back later to get another one, but we ended up in the wrong theater and ended up in the theater that was playing Baby Driver instead.
And I felt, hey, over here on this elevator thing. And I felt very silly because I was like, wow, this preview is really long.
I thought it was a preview when it wasn't.
I was like, this trailer seems really long and like with a lack of cuts. It feels like they're just building up to the entire movie. Oh wait, this is a movie.
This is a movie. So we had to go back.
That was a silly day for us.
So we went back again, and we're like, "Hey, we done fucked up." And at that point, we'd already gotten like, we'd exchanged tickets so many times by that point that she had to just basically write it on the back of a piece of paper, just like here,
look,
just
Spider-Man.
just
Let
show
them
this.
see a Spider-Man.
Just show this to the person. Man, they must have thought we were so dumb.
You know, probably. I was feeling pretty foolish at that point.
Yeah, so was I.
Fool in a man's shoe.
Fool in a man's shoe. Okay, I gotta do some inventory real quick here. I got some level 15s. I got a fiery level 15. Is it better than my explodey level 15? It is not, except in accuracy. It has better accuracy, but I'm gonna hold on to it anyway. I'm gonna sell my level 13s. Shut up, Marcus.
Alright. Interesting.
Let's see. Yeah. Should probably buy some medkits.
The weirdest thing in Borderlands is getting the same weapon, or not getting the same weapon twice. Yeah, getting mainly grenades. I have actually gotten the same exact kind of grenade twice, which is sort of possible.
Huh.
It's a class mod. Wait, hold on. Scavenger class mod. Requirement hunter. Are you a hunter?
I am a hunter, but I can't afford it. Can you buy it for me?
Yeah, let me check here. Should we do... That is 43,000. I got 27,000.
Oh man, if only we could like give each other money. Because I also have like 20,000. I got like 2,500.
There's got to be a better way. Well, there is. Now with the money grenade. Throw money grenades at your butt. Dude, it was so dumb that it worked, and I'm so glad it did.
Bandits in that.
Just like I said, with the Temi armor, or with my pitch for like
man.
Sans showing up and helping, every game.
And he has a powerful shield you will need to whittle down before you can hurt him.
Oh, I have a shot grenade.
Let him touch you.
Oh, hold on, before you go forward, if he's got a powerful shield, I should make sure that my backup weapon is electricity one.
Yeah, shock weapons are for shields. I have a shot grenade. But yeah, that was in the third game. We had like these money grenades, and we would just fight each other and throw money grenades at each other.
I saw it listed. I think it was what's that guy? The Spiffing Brit. The Spiffing Brit. He was covering like a weird exploit in the system, and he noticed that money grenades. So the whole thing is that grenades have a bunch of different modifiers, and the payback grenades, or what do they call them? Looting grenades or something?
Yeah.
The money grenades basically give you slightly more money when you kill a target, or when you hit a target with them. But they apply to any target, even if your target is another player in a duel. So if you buy up a bunch of grenades, and they don't have to be high level either, they can be any level. You buy up them, in fact, cheaper is better because you can use more instead of accidentally killing each other.
Right,
and so we
right.
both bought like level 1 money grenades, and then just tossed them at each other in duels. And that is also when we discovered that
that Pippi
can
is
do
a
damage.
fucking asshole.
No, Pippi is just excited.
Pippi's a fucking. You go or I'll go either.
Down.
All right,
Or I guess you go either. I'll go or.
done.
Done.
Yeah, we just got a boss battle here.
Why
What is
Sledge
this,
talk
Rainbow
funny?
Six Siege? P.S.
Hey.
You guys aren't friends.
That's the hammer that Brick has in
Wow, that was quick.
freaking Borderlands 2 and 3.
He's on his backup.
Get out of here,
Shield's still
Sledge.
down. We can go fire. Full auto fire! Keep shooting lightning things at my face.
Man, I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down.
I don't think I can deal enough damage to actually take him down, so I'm gonna have to run back there.
No.
Oh no! Wait, why are you back there?
I don't, because I was shooting him
I can revive
from
you
over
through
here.
this door.
Oh, okay, well that's amazing. Do that, yes.
Quick, come through this door.
Through the door. Can I even? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, hey, we can just leave.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
I'm gonna wait for my. Hold on. I'm gonna heal up a little bit. This is how the game was meant to be played.
Yeah, right. And then I'll go
Oh my gosh, he's right
around
out there.
at this angle.
Okay, shielder's down. I'm going back.
Oh man, we almost got him. We almost got him. We almost got him.
Hold on. You
We're
gotta get close.
so
There we go.
damn close. Yes,
I'm
take it, win,
reviving you. I'm just
bitch.
shouting at you. I'm like, you can do. I've got that 4th edition warlord power. I can revive you with the power of will.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Okay, you got him or?
Yeah, we got him. He's dead.
Okay, I see you. I see
Now
one
there's
red.
just goons. Meet your maker. Alright. We're gonna check these lockers real quick.
Man, I would totally want to play a Borderlands game that like you just play a gunsmith and make like progressively like more ridiculous guns.
Ah, but I am not the real gunsmith. I am just the apprentice.
Ooh, I found this artifact. Got a sour apple taste to it.
What you are holding
Yeah.
is the key that opens it. One part of it, anyway.
Alright, let's go turn in our mission and then call it a night, I guess.
That is a real that's a bit of vault lore for you. At least according to I think the 3rd game, maybe earlier. But in the 3rd game, they mentioned that the vault keys are one, they're the hardest substance that is like known.
Ah, shut up, Commandant Steele. No one cares about you. You are the least memorable Borderlands villain.
Just gonna use my spaceship to run real fast.
And any Iridian artifacts found here are Atlas property. Possession of such property carries us.
I thought Commandant Steele was just like another like Bandit King kind of deal.
No, she's a soldier. That's why she's called Commandant Steele.
I thought it was more of a what's it called, an affectation.
Nah. She's from the Crimson Lance, which is an Atlas corporation, which
now-
is also where Roland served, but he left.
Hold on, dude. Now I want to make a game that's got the feel of like Fallout New Vegas mixed with Trigun, and it's all about making progressively more ridiculous and powerful guns.
That sounds awesome,
would
except
be
I've never played Fallout New Vegas. I've never played any of the Fallout games before.
New Vegas is pretty good. A lot of people think it's one of the best ones. I think it's one of the best ones as far as like its overall construction. Like I love the crafting and I love like settlements and stuff. And
Get in the vehicle!
I like the advanced graphics of the later games. But New Vegas had some of the best like what's the word? Sort of like bits in it. Like from the main quests to the side quests, it had a lot of moments where you're like, oh wow, this is good writing.
Huh.
I was about to be like, oh, like this one where, and I was like, hold on, I don't remember which game that was. And that's the problem. Is that I get my Fallouts mixed up.
Oh no. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, we can go up this hill.
I do have Fallout 4, but I haven't played it yet. And it's like the only Fallout game I have. I'm refusing to spend money on Fallout 76 because I already know that it's like... I don't want to spend my money for that experience.
The funny... Oh, I thought we were going in there. Wait, I thought we were going in there!
What? No, get back in the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
It's funny because like I was talking to my friend about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I mean it's okay, kinda, but like,
That's
meh."
the funny thing is that like apparently it had like a big old update, and it's like I've been now that I've been learning more of the lore and stuff. I'm like, oh, here's something that I actually want to spend some time playing. But the thing is, like, a lot of online games have this like, I don't know. It's like a phage. It's like a disease where it's like online games are like hampered by having certain online game mechanics that end up making them just not as good.
Right.
Like, you think you could lean into the whole online game mechanic by being like, in Elder Scrolls Online, you can set what role you are between.
Busted up 9 toes and beat the hell out of Sledge? You're making a name for yourself in these parts. I already put into Pierce to give you clearance all through to the Doll Headland. You ought to be able to reach New Haven now. I'm not much for compliments, but you did fine.
Good. Leaving Fairstone. Alright, finish your monologue and then we'll call it a night.
Yeah, so... Oh, if I have one in my inventory, gotta make sure I eat that. Because when you equip, you don't like... In Borderlands 3, they're like little gem things, and you like actually put them in an inventory slot, whereas in this game, I actually like the system in this game where like they're more like recipe things where they're a scroll and you read it and now you know it and then you eat the scroll because you don't need it.
Right. Are you talking about the class mods or the artifacts?
Artifacts in this game. They're not the same as class mods, are they?
Yeah, they're not. I have a class mod, so that's cool.
Yeah, I'm talking about the artifacts. I wish more systems were like that, where it's like you get the item, you eat it, you've got it in your inventory, you can switch it out, don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
I especially like it because, like, in if I recall correctly, the class mods and stuff that you find are like in Borderlands 3, they're worth like $1, so you're not actually supposed to sell them. So they really should have made them what's the word? Like, I don't know, they just collect as soon as like you pick them up. They're just immediately in like a bank.
Yeah.
So I like some of the mechanics in this game. So, quick thing about it's fascinating because 2020
online games.
Probably before that we've seen online games. We've seen games that like started out pretty bad and get people like they've updated so much that people are now talking about them in a positive light, and I'm like so baffled because someone will be like, "Oh man, you know what's been fun? No Man's Sky," and I'm like, wasn't that the massive like the one that was just terrible? I'm like, yeah, but it's different now, and I'm like, oh, okay then. I guess it's got to be pretty different because like everyone was saying, it's like, hey, this game isn't actually like online and it's kind of wonky and I can't figure out what the heck I'm doing. And with Fallout 76, it was a combination of bugs and I think the perfect example of what was going on with Fallout 76 is that there was one guy, the first person who got like to the level cap because they were playing like nearly non-stop as soon as the game came out. They had gotten so far, and their character got banned because Bethesda thought they were cheating because they couldn't imagine someone actually playing the game that much.
Wow. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks.
But apparently it's like they finally added NPCs, and that was like one of the main things was, guys, you gotta have. Look, my whole spiel was that, look, if you can't, even if you say there should be no like humans around or whatever, like the fact that there's ghouls from before the war means that you'd be able to make a few ghoul NPCs and no one would bat an eye because they've been there for 200 years, so they're gonna be there in the first 76 years or whatever.
Right. I heard something about like Anthem 2.0. And I really want there to be a better version of that game because it looks like a game that, if it was good, would be enjoyable. I mean, it looks like you're just wearing different Iron Man suits, and you're just Iron Manning all over the place.
What if we could? What if we made a game? You know how was it Team Fight Tactics? That's what I was thinking of. There's a game where they got the licensing from League of Legends, and then they made a totally sort of different kind of game for mobile.
It's made by the same company that made League of Legends.
It's made by the same company. And I was like, oh, that's kind of neat, because like they took the same stuff. And I was thinking, Ned, I would love to like get some devs together and get the rights to like Warframe, and just be like, hey, here's like a here's like a Firewatch style like walking around and enjoying like the local weirdness style game, but in the world of Warframe, where you actually get to learn the lore.
Right.
It's like there's something that just like drives me nuts about like Warframe just drops you off at like a lake near Chechnya or whatever, where there's like this giant structure that looks to be made from like precursor technology, and there's a team of like whaler people who are cutting the structure into smaller pieces because it's actually made of meat, and they bring that into town and then cook it. And I'm like, that's really cool. I want to know about this world, and I've learned nothing. I played that for like 2.5 hours, maybe more, and I'm like, all I've actually really learned so far is that apparently the lore shows up eventually. But like, come on, don't do this.
Just look it up.
Yeah, precisely. Like, no, as in, like, the game should be the deliverer of the lore. You know, that's where you get the lore from.
Right.
I don't want to be like a Star Wars moment where you're like, hold on, that character had a name. Like, you only know the name because it was on like a box that their toy came in.
Remember when like Talia was in The Dark Knight Rises, but you wouldn't have even known it if you weren't really paying attention?
Oh yeah, and I remember that now.
Yeah. By the way, that's Talia.
By the way, no one even calls this character Catwoman at any point.
Has Talia ever had any strong connection to Bane in the comic books? I don't think she has.
I don't know, but honestly, it's just
It's such a weird choice to make.
I gotta say, Warner Brothers is really good at wasting the raw amounts of Detective Comics potential.
I get so annoyed when I see someone cosplaying as the who is that? Tom Hardy Bane from Dark Knight Rises, because I'm just like, no, that's the wrong Bane. You should never be wearing that mask. That's the wrong Bane.
What if it's cold out? It's good if you're looking for a costume you can wear to a con that's like in somewhere cold. Then it's probably a decent idea. It's a cool jacket.
Right.
Did you know? Oh, here's a quick fun fact. Did you know that Bane's jacket, while they were designing Bane's like signature look, that type of jacket wasn't really popular at the time. So the tailors, like the custom tailor people of the movie, had to like handcraft one. And right around the time that the movie came out, they were popular. So people were like, oh, did they like get one of those popular suits for the movies? It's like, no, we filmed this months ago. We had to make this one. And then they became popular right around the time the movie came out, which actually made them more popular, which meant that the best time to get a Bane outfit was actually right after the movie, which had to invent the style or reinvent the style.
That's amazing. Anyway, we should call it a night.
Yeah, we should call it a night. So I'm glad that we could chill together. I've been Taylor.
I've been Lou Jack.
We've been Peepolorians. This has been Borderlands 2. We have one pillow. There is no blanket.
This is not Borderlands 2.
Did I say Borderlands 2?
Yeah, you said Borderlands 2.
This has been Borderlands also. This has been Borderlands 1, and I'm reminding y'all to take care.
Stay awesome.
Have a beautiful day.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.